Thanks, sticker.
Sticker.
Fucking, I framed this and everything.
Yeah, more on you. That's why I nudged it towards me.
Fucking fat fingers in the way.
What are you doing? How accurate does it need to be?
Well, it's tilted, you fucking arch.
Hello, everybody.
You have a giant head because you're sitting well close to it.
Well, because we've got to get close so we can be heard.
Hello. Just speak up.
I was pretty loud.
Go on.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name's Darren.
And I'm Graham.
And we have just watched Shane Meadows' Dead Man's Shoes. Dead Man's Shoes.
Tell us again.
From the very beginning. Why? Why? Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name's Darren.
I'm Graham.
And we've just watched Shane Meadows' Dead Man's Shoes.
You don't sound too cheerful.
You've just made me say all this twice.
And a third time.
Why did you bring it up then?
For a minute, come on.
Well, we're not, apparently. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Darren.
And I'm Graham.
And we have just watched Shane Meadows' Dead Man's Shoes. By Shane Meadows. It's called Dead Man's Shoes. Tell us the story.
I wasn't going to be pedantic about that.
About what?
Okay, so basically there's a man and his brother wandering around wherever it is. Somewhere in somewhere in the middle of England.
Midlands.
Middle of the land. And so Paddy Considine, the guy who plays the main character, went off to the army, joined the army for a bit, while his brother stayed behind. Obviously, they didn't join together.
Sometimes brothers join the army together, like Robson and Jerome in Soldier Soldier. I don't know if they're brothers, I never watched it. I'm not a middle-aged woman.
Are you not? No. Why have we been flirting all this time?
I didn't want to tell you.
We'll talk about that later. But basically, they wandered around. He went off to the army. The other guy stayed back. What would you?
The brothers stay behind.
He has
trying to find a politically correct way of saying.
He has mental issues of which he requires attention that he didn't receive in the story of this film.
Is it? I mean,
well, he did.
No, I know, but can you not say simple? He's a bit simple.
Well, it kind of undermines the actual issue at hand, I think, doesn't it?
But I mean, when you say mental issues, that could be depression. Whereas when you say simple, everyone knows what you mean.
It could be. I guess the problem with mental issues paints an image, doesn't it? And that's
well,
what
I think the same mental issues is a lot of
No. But I was going for the image, so I said mental issues to paint the image. However, You're right; it is a much broader kind of statement.
Yeah. So if you said he had mental issues, it could literally be one of 1,000 things. Whereas if you say simple, I don't know if you're allowed to say simple, but at least you know what you mean. I don't know what the politically correct way of saying he's a bit simple is.
It's like Of Mice and Men. You got the two kind of.
Yeah, it is. That's a good analogy.
Thanks. And
you're welcome.
So essentially, the guys who what was his name? Sorry,
who?
The brother of Paddy Considine.
Toby Kebbell.
Toby Kebbell. His character. I don't know his character name. He stays back and he hangs around with some guys. They're not particularly nice to him. Anyway, so Paddy Considine comes back from the army and basically wants to know why.
He goes on a roaring rampage of revenge,
well,
as the critics might say.
If the bill fits. Yeah, that's it.
If the bill fits.
Yeah, I don't think that's a phrase, but let's go with it because it paints another image, a separate image.
Yes, it does.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh,
were you going to ask me?
I was.
I bloody loved it.
Answered his own question.
I did.
With the same answer I'd have given.
Yeah. Bloody loved it.
Yeah. You've seen it before when I bought it you on DVD, and then you lost the DVD and rebought it. Do you remember much from the first time you watched it?
Thanks for that.
That's my
backstory.
Yeah. That DVD that I bought you that you treated with such contempt and lost and had to buy again to save my feelings. Did you enjoy it? Did you remember much from that film?
I remember yes, I remember that first DVD, and I remember the contents of that first DVD.
And did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Not did you enjoy it? Did you
remember a
much?
lot? Yes, apart from the end.
Don't say the end.
Apart from the end.
Oh.
You said don't say the end, but I said the end, so...
Yeah, I don't like that song.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, it shocked me. And I totally...
Did it?
Yeah.
I was kind of, not in a creepy way, half watching you, to be honest. Just to see your reaction.
Don't tell me. If you've been watching me, I don't want to know.
I wasn't sitting there staring at you. I just glanced over every so often.
Yeah, but... Well, did I enact the
you looked gripped
of somebody who was quite interested?
Yeah,
and
you looked hooked,
full of wonderment.
I noticed you stopped yammering as well. Suddenly went silent. Something piqued his interest.
Yeah, I know what's not sudden is your
sentence.
Is your interest in demoralising me on video.
I said a nice thing. I complimented you before about your mice and men. When you said it was like mice and men.
Oh, your massive men. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. The end. I totally forgot about it.
Talk about the end. I mean,
I want to have people. If anybody at all watches this and hasn't seen,
I will.
Yeah, and who hasn't seen this film?
I've seen it.
I want you to. See, what I found interesting was that it's gripping all the way through. It really is.
It really is.
It really is.
He's not lying.
And it's so worth it for the end. The end is a massive nuke. It's a payoff. It's a huge payoff.
I really like
everything it's set up because there's hints. There's hints towards things which are much darker, and obviously
there's one where it's one of those like a Fight Club type thing or a Usual Suspects where when you watch it again you think, oh, they've just spelt the end out. How did I not notice that? There's a bit where Paddy Considine's character says something, you think, oh, well, he's just said the end, but you don't get onto it if you don't know.
All right, you'll have to tell me.
I can't tell you now. There's people listening.
There is, What was I going to say? What was I saying before?
Just the end's really shocking, and you should stick around for it.
Yeah,
just stick around for the end if you start watching it.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't just switch off.
Don't just turn off.
I mean, don't anyway. It's a good film.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. If anybody's bored or has ideas about if anybody thinks,
I think if you're bored watching this film, you're not the kind of person that I would like.
Yeah, but
it's a good film.
But my point is basically, if you're distracted by the kind of light-hearted tone as you're going throughout.
Do you think it's got a light-hearted tone?
There is elements of it where
kind of scummy, hell-like environment do you exist in where you think that's light-hearted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Like people getting axed in the face and stuff?
No. The stuff before that.
The bit where they're talking about people getting spit roasted.
Yeah. Which is like the
doing
opening
drugs,
lines of
whilst doing cocaine.
Yeah.
What a light-hearted tone that
I just think it's quite a comical film. Let's face it. I mean, they've all.
I'm making fun of you.
I know
for my
you
own
are.
pleasure.
I know you are. You do this a lot. I'm used to it now. I'm well aware.
Yes. Go on.
You were making fun, so I've lost my train of thought. I just want people to watch it basically, and to watch it all the way through. Don't get distracted by the fact that it's. Even though it's completely fit into the story, the fact that it's these light-hearted moments like pop up, genuine.
Well, it's just people in it. People say funny things sometimes. I don't know how scripted it. I mean, I know it said it was written by Considine and Shea Meadows, and I know it's based on a graphic novel. But it feels really.
Well, there you go.
Which is interesting because there's bits near the end that remind me of not Eastern Promises, the other one, History of Violence, which is also one of those films that people don't realise is based on a graphic novel, but is.
That is interesting. It seems because it's got a very singular and linear kind of, well, not also so linear, but storyline. You wouldn't really imagine. Comics you would normally get in a run of comics. You know what I mean?
A lot of liberties with it.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, my point is that it's got lots of things that the writing is based on, scripts and whatnot, and comics, but it feels improvised, so I'd be curious to know how much of it was improvised. Because the bits that you think are funny, and I thought was funny too, are the bits where it's just people chattering. And you wonder if they're just making it up as they go, or if that's
keeping them straight face.
Yeah.
Crazy for amateurs.
I don't know if they're amateurs.
Were they amateurs?
Don't know. I know that I've seen them in other big things. I don't know.
Also, it was quite. I really wanted to. Can we talk about the ending?
No. Well, you can't give away a twist. If there is any.
Well,
can you not say anything else about the beginning, and then we'll just talk about the twist for a minute?
Well, okay. I'll talk about the end.
Well, no. Have you got nothing else to say about the whole film? How did you find it compared to previous Shea Meadows films? It's a bit different, isn't it? The previous two that we've watched in our little Shea Meadows series are 24/7 and Roof Remove Brass. We skipped out Once Upon a Time in the Midlands because it's crap. It is pretty different.
I have to take that on Darren's word, by the way. I have
take on Shea Meadows' word. Look at it.
Things he said in interviews. His film.
No, it got compromised, from what I gather.
That's fair enough. I don't think it's specific. I mean, it's a lot bigger in terms of concept and stuff like that, I reckon.
And it's sort of more genre-based. It's a revenge flick, as opposed to the first two, which were sort of working-class, coming-of-age type things. And the first two are about young boys lacking father figures and finding them.
Father figures are a main kind of
in this
thought throughout, aren't they? His films up till now, you could see it here really a bit. Like, you've got this kind of protective male.
He's not, has he? He's failed. He's seeking revenge. Has he? Well, he's seeking revenge.
Has he?
Well, yes, he has.
Has he?
The bad thing of the bullying has happened. He has failed to protect him.
Yeah, I suppose so. Smack that eyebrow ring right off your face. Anyway. Sorry, violent films make me violent.
Well, that's what violent cinema can do to a sane person. Alright. Just talk. Oh, it reminds me of Ben Wheatley's films.
I don't even want to talk. It reminded me of Kill List at times, because of the whole suburban kind of.
Bye, everybody who doesn't want to know the twist at the end.
I'm not going to talk about the twist at the end.
You said you wanted to.
I said I wanted to talk about
the end.
The end.
Well, the end is a twist. How you
didn't
talk about it without talking about a twist?
The subject.
Because I don't want to give it away for people.
I wasn't going to give it away to people.
Well, I don't trust you.
Anyway.
You already gave it away before.
You did as well. Anyway.
No, that's why it got given away. Because you didn't trust my ambiguity.
The ambiguity... anyway. There wasn't enough ambiguity. Anyway.
Because you know. Because you know the truth.
There just wasn't enough ambiguity?
To somebody who knows. If you didn't know what I was talking about...
I promise you, that was way too...
Because you know. Everybody
could figure it out.
Well, they probably can now. Go away if you don't know the twist
at
the
end.
There's no way Graham's not going to mention it.
Why even watch this entire video?
Because they don't know there's a twist at the end.
Is there a twist? Who knows?
You do. I do. I've seen it and we've told them.
Anyway, there is a twist. It's really good. Anyway, I would like to just point out the fact that you've got the old cinematic trope of the black versus the white, good versus evil and stuff. No. Black clothing, black hats in westerns.
Oh, wait. In this film?
I'm not talking about me having a black hat.
No, I thought you were talking about this film and then you started talking about westerns. Were they bad people in this wearing black clothes and stuff?
Right, okay, yeah. So you got the main guy who asked him to...
Richard. Paddy Considine. Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. The main bad guy who looks like George Michael.
Yeah, he's got like a black... He's got like a slick black quiff, hasn't he? And his leather jacket. And he's all just mostly black. But then you've got the guy at the very end who was always wearing white. He had a white hat.
Oh, right,
Actually did have a white hat.
Yeah.
And like you can see that one of them's completely evil, but one of them is ambiguously good.
Well, he's the really evil guy is kind of human. He's not like a caricature.
Oh no! I'm not saying he's evil embodied. Like he's not just evil manifest.
No. Firstly, when that Paddy Considine starts threatening him, he's scared.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. It's not like they've threatened the main gangster in the village and he's gone after him.
Yeah.
He's gone and hidden.
They're not. It's not the usual story of, immovable object meets unstoppable force. It's
quite the opposite.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very movable objects.
Yeah.
Of man unstoppable force.
Yeah. But my point about the guy at the very end wearing all white.
Oh yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, my foot's gone on. Hang on.
It just makes it interesting that it's the ignorant. It's the omission of an act makes you.
Well, we got rid of people who don't know about.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like that can be an act in itself, and just as
because I've told you this from my school days in law.
Yes, plus also my history of analysing morality.
Well, you'll have to go on about this history to me. You've never explained it to me.
Well, I thought you wouldn't need explaining to, but maybe you do.
I don't, but I could do with a laugh.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's all laugh at intelligence. Let's all find people who are smart, and let's have it. I'm not having a breakdown on camera just for your sake. Anyway, are we going to talk any more about this?
No, it's really.
I know it is. It's gone on forever because you wouldn't bloody talk about it within the.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Bye. Have you got anything else to say?
No, it's really, really good. Watch it.
Good.
It's genuinely brilliant. Yeah. Considine is scary as hell. Like, he's excellent and creepy.
You'd have thought he'd last longer in a Bourne movie with those skills. Couldn't even walk through a train station.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well.
Bye now.
Bye.
creepy one.
You're a creepy one.